Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to some Star Citizen. Are we in Star Citizen? We're in Star Citizen, but this isn't really a Star Citizen video. We're going to be discussing a lot of Star Citizen in this video, though. So I just recorded this. I spent 30 minutes. It was a very heartfelt video. And then I went to hit stop after I finished and realized that I didn't even hit start. So I was just talking to myself for 30 minutes. So that was fun. Hope you're having a better day than I just had, a better morning. I'm just kidding. Hopefully you guys are having a great day. The state of Star Citizen, in my opinion, is something we're going to be discussing today. And just a little channel update. What's going to be happening on the channel. I like being super transparent with you guys whenever I'm going through any of this stuff myself. And just so it's not, you know, a lot of you wait every day for the videos to go live. And I feel like you should have some explanations for that. So I want to keep you guys all up to date. Sorry as well, the VoIP keeps like resetting halfway through sentences. And I'm like, so then I have to like stop and reset it. So apologies if there's a few skips. It's most likely because my VoIP ends up being weird. Anyway, so what's going on? Let's jump into the nitty gritty. Star Citizen, love this game first and foremost. And it's not going anywhere. When I first started playing this game, I fell in love with it. I love the details, the graphics are incredible. The moons, the stars, the planets, the ships, everything is breathtaking. I think we can all agree on that. What this game is going to become is just going to be mind-blowing. I think it's going to be such an incredible game. And it already is good, but obviously we're in alpha. We're not even on the cusp of what this game is supposed to be or going to be. And I know it's going to be a forever expanding verse, world, system. I don't even know what they call it, but I know it's going to be incredible. And I love being along for the journey in this alpha. You know, being able to test all these things out is a lot of fun. But with that being said, I'm going to be pulling back the videos on the channel. It's not going to be daily anymore. I know it hasn't been daily for a while. But just for my own sanity. And I want to try and explain this to you guys here a little bit. And just be super honest. I know there's two sides to when I make videos like this. One side is, get over it! We're in alpha! If you don't want to play it, wait until it's completed. Stop complaining. Which I understand. And then there's the other side, people like, yeah, you know, it's quite frustrating. I get it. So that's just where I'm coming from. And it's kind of a selfish video in the sense that I'm coming from this as a content creator point of view. I'm not here to slam the game and its development or anything like that. I'm just talking to you guys as a content creator for the game, just what I'm going through with it. So please understand that as I'm talking to you about it. So first and foremost, making videos on this game. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy making them so much. But there's a lot of stuff, obviously. So what I do for these videos, I've talked about it in the past, I typically record for like 3 hours, and then I cut that down to like 35, 40-minute videos. So that's what you don't see, but you guys know that that's what I do anyway. I mean, sure you could tell, because, you know, within those 35 minutes, there's usually a lot that happens, and we travel, you know, great distances for those videos that definitely wouldn't take anyone 35 minutes to do. It would take 2-3 hours. And I know a lot of people right now are living like vicariously through my videos. Like, people are frustrated with the current build and things like that, and they're like, I just can't play it. I'm waiting for a more stable build, so I'm just going to watch your videos. And that's something that I've definitely thought about while making the decision to pull back, because I know there's so many people that look forward to these Star Citizen videos because they're not necessarily playing the game right now, so they still want that fix. So that's why, you know, it's tough to pull them back a little bit, but they're not going anywhere. Believe me, they're not going anywhere. There's just going to be a little bit less. The only person that understands, like, I recorded, and I mean everyone understands, I'm sure, what I'm saying, but I recorded a lot with Icy. You know, I love Icy to bits. We recorded a lot of videos together, and there was weeks where we'd record together like 4 days out of the week for like 4 hours a day, and, you know, we'd record for 4 hours, and that would be a 30-minute video. So obviously he saw what I went through making these videos, and we would have, in those 3 hours that we would record, or 4 hours, we'd have like 3 or 4 30Ks. And I know, believe me, I know it's alpha. I always laugh them off. People even comment in my comment section about, like, you have way more patience than I do. Like, I do. I laugh them off. I'm like, you know what? It is what it is. Let's continue on. But, you know, I could see, especially through, like, Icy, being like, this is just, you know, it's hard. It is in the game, but when you're recording a specific video, most people would just be like, all right, I'm not going to do that. Let's move on to something else. But when you're trying to record a specific video, you know, you have to just roll through them. You have to continue doing what you're doing, and it takes a lot of time and patience for sure. So that's where it becomes a little bit more difficult and frustrating, and it kind of builds up. Also, a lot of the times when I'm doing videos solo, again, let's say I have a 3-hour video. I love the way I format my videos. I really have. I do enjoy it. It's kind of like a vlogger in the verse. We'll start off like this, talking to each other, and then I'll tell you what our adventure is going to be for the day and what the plan is, and then we'll just go out and do it, and we'll get up to a bunch of shenanigans on the way. But obviously, that 3 hours is not a video. It's cut down to 30 minutes. So let's say I'm like, okay, first, let's go over to a weapon shop to stock up on weapons. So I'll fly over there, I'll cut it all out, and we'll be at the weapon shop, we'll talk a little bit, get up to some shenanigans over there, get back in the ship, and then we'll fly to like a ship shop. And then I'll cut all that out. And then the final piece of the puzzle is what the topic of the game is, or the video. I'll head over to that, and then it'll just be bugged. Whether it's, let's say, an 890 jump mission, where I'm trying to, that was the whole build up, and then you get there and it's bugged out, there's no ship there. I'm sure we've all been through that when we're trying out the 890 jump missions, things like that. And it's not just the 890, there's a few missions where that happens, and it just kind of, you know, I have to scrap that whole video. Or it could be a video where it's, you know, let's go explore this cool location, you know, and you'll spend all the time getting to that location, and then you'll 30k, and you're like, okay, we have to do this again. Then you'll do it again, and then you'll, it's just, I'm just hoping you can understand as a content creator point of view of how that can be a little frustrating. Also, trading. I love trading. I built this whole org around Murphy's Law Trading Company through trading. I think everyone can agree the most frustrating and scary part of trading is nothing to do with the game mechanics. It's not pirates, it's 30Ks again. I don't know any trader that doesn't fear those 30Ks. And again, it's nothing to do with how the game should be played. It's not that you fear, it's not something that you're like, oh, this is such a risky thing to be a trader because of 30Ks. It shouldn't be that way. You should risk, or it should be risky because of pirates, which is slowly but surely definitely becoming more prominent in the game. But 30Ks shouldn't really be that much of a worry to anyone. Now, I don't understand 30Ks, but I want to talk about them a little bit right now. They've been around 100% since I've been in this game, and I'm sure, I don't know how far they go back, maybe since the game first was released in alpha. But that's something that kind of, I've been thinking about a lot more and more recently, because, you know, Star Citizen uses the Amazon Lumberyard, which are really solid servers. So it's not necessarily the servers that are crashing. What a 30K is a server crash. But it's not because of the stability of the actual server company they're using. It's definitely on Star Citizen's end, and I don't know exactly what it is. And it does, I've never heard anything from them saying that they're trying to fix it. And again, forgive me if I have just not seen it or researched it enough to know why they happen all the time. But it's definitely on their end, not on the Amazon Lumberyard end. What I read, because I did some research on it today, this morning, and I read that a lot of 30Ks are caused by an individual player, which is something that I have honestly been thinking about for a while, because sometimes I'll be getting up to something in the verse that'll be super like intricate, or it'll just start bugging, and then a 30K will happen. But I looked up online, did some research, and a lot of 30Ks are created by you and me as individual players. We'll be doing something that overloads the server, and it'll bring the entire server down with us. So that kind of explains why there's so many. There's a lot of people I've read that, you know, even in our Discord, that's like, oh, I haven't had any 30Ks in this new build. That's because you're lucky. That is 100% because you are lucky. Nothing to do, because a 30K is not on your side. It's not your PC, it's not anything like that. 30K is a server that goes down. So you have just been very fortunate that you haven't been in a server that's gone down. I get them all the time. I get them absolutely all the time. I know a lot of people get them all the time. I don't know how they're going to fix it, but that's something that in my opinion, that would be a #1 priority. Not because of, again, this is alpha, you know, not because I want to be able to play the game smoothly, but it's for people to test your game, it needs to be stable. Like, there's no game I've ever played or do play where the servers crash as consistently. I mean, 30K is as much of Star Citizen to me as the game itself. Like, if you say 30K to people that know this game, Like, it's part of the game. It's sad, but it is part of this game. And it's super frustrating. I don't know how they're going to fix that, but that's something they need to work on, in my opinion. And again, I don't know the details. I don't know how they can fix it. It may be way bigger than I think it is. And I'm sure it is. Again, I'm no developer. This is just my opinions. I know some people are going to be like, ah! And some people are going to be like, yeah, no, you're right. But, you know, it is what it is. I'm just giving you my opinions on the state of Star Citizen to me personally. But yeah, there's so many little bugs as well that are in the game. Just little bugs, you know, that have been in the game for a long time. Like I say about the star map, trying to select locations, and it just doesn't work. You have to go in and out and in and out and in and out, and eventually it'll work. Like delivery mission stuff, a bunch of little bugs in them. It's just, there's so many teeny tiny bugs that I guess what I'm trying to say is, and I've said this before, and some people have given me a hard time about it, and, you know, again, I'm sure there's reason behind it. But they keep introducing all these new things, which I'm super grateful for. You know, Microtech's incredible, the moons are incredible. But there's all these little bugs that seem to just kind of disappear into the shadows. That even though they're there and very prominent, they just, as if they're like, okay, we'll fix that later. And that's fine. It's in alpha, I get it. But I don't know. I just wish the little bugs could be fixed. And that brings me on to the PTU. I think Star Citizen is having a very difficult time in PTU. I think what they intended it to be has kind of changed and shifted a little bit. Obviously, the PTU is public test universe. It's a new build. They test out multiple waves, and then once it's set, it goes into the live. And that's not what's been happening. It has not been happening. I don't care who you are, what side you're on. It has not been happening. 3.9, that was a disaster. 3.10 right now. Thank God they haven't released it. It is definitely not ready to go live yet. But I feel like the PTU, it is what it is. It's tests. You know, you have a new build, you put it in, people find all the bugs, you have them test all these bugs, and then you try and fix those bugs. Once it's fixed, then you push it through. That's how it should be, but that's not how it's been. I haven't been playing this game even for a full year yet, but that's not how it's been. I just feel like the PU should be a place where you can test it, but while enjoying the game. You know what I mean? It's all alpha, but you know, you're enjoying the game. Let's not pretend that there's a lot of people that play this game for it as a game. We all know it's alpha, but not the people that are in there aren't in there every day like, oh, I'm testing this out. No, people are still enjoying it, and that's what the PU should be. And I feel like the PTU recently, it gets into the PTU, you test it, and then everyone tests it, and then it goes live. And then 3.9 was a great example of that. Should not have been pushed out. 3.10 right now, in my opinion, there's so many things that I hope to God they fix before they push it live. Because if they don't, the live verse is not somewhere that I want to be, that's for sure. And it's just stupid. Like, what's this spline thing? Get rid of the bloody spline. Sorry, going off on a tangent. It's just that there's so many bigger things to worry about, in my opinion. Like, how about let's go fix all this stuff and implement this stuff? Like, there was no reason for the spline. Like, the splines could have waited. You know, guess what, guys? We'll fix this later. Let's take away the restricted zone. You know, this is really cool game mechanics, having this restricted zone, and it makes it realistic. But let's just get rid of that for now, so that people can actually just fly in and out and have it be kind of immersive, and, you know, you have to make sure you fly in the right place. Let's do that for now, and we'll work on all these other big bugs and issues, and then later on we'll slowly implement some sort of restricted... don't do it now! What's these stupid splines? Get rid of them! Anyway... I've been rambling a little bit, but basically what it is I'm trying to say is I do truly love this game. It's just, as a content creator, it wears you down, you know, trying to record videos daily when it's rough. It's rough, and I love this game. I don't want to get mad at this game. That's the last thing I want to do. So I think the best thing to do is, you know, you just take a step back, and I feel like that's what most people do. You know, I see in Discord most people are playing different games, and that's fine. You know, everyone can take a step back and then come back into it. But as a content creator, You know, you're expected to make videos multiple times a week on the subject. You can't take a step back. But I'm just here to tell you I am taking a step back because I don't want to get mad at the game. I love the game. I still will be playing the game. I still will be uploading videos on the game, just not daily. And we're still going to be doing org, you know, events and all of that stuff. I'm going to drive myself crazy. It's crazy right now. I don't want to grind because we're in a PTU. And I could go back to the PU, but then there's no point getting in the PU because the PTU, the flight system and everything's so different. You know, I'd rather practice that than be in the PU. And it's just, again with the PTUs, like the whole persistence thing, right? 3.8, I believe it was, is where persistence was added to the game. But every update since, people are worried about it. And then we've had wipes since. And I know, you know, it's because of exploits in the game. But it just makes it difficult to want to grind. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people in 3.9 bought ships, and then they had wipes, and they lost their ships. Well, 3.8 to 3.9. I just don't want to... I don't know. I'm sure you guys understand. You know, grinding and grinding and grinding, putting in so much time into something, and then for it to be wiped. And I get it. Again, I want to reiterate, I know this is an alpha. It's just what it is. And I'm just letting you know that I am just a person. And I can't, as a creator of content, I can't drive myself crazy like that. But I can still play it and have fun with it, and that's what I'll be doing. And I'll still be making videos. So I am rambling now. Anyway, so what's happening then? What does that mean for the channel? Star Citizen will still be here. I'm just not focusing on daily uploads because I will drive myself absolutely insane. So we'll still be doing Star Citizen every week. Recently, well, yesterday, you guys saw that I did a Grounded gameplay. It's a new survival game that is actually a lot of fun. I think the reason I'm enjoying it is because there's a goal. You know what I mean? Like there's things you constantly have to be doing. Whereas like Star Citizen, I'm just running around in the verse having fun right now because there's not really any progression in the game. So you just do what you do in the verse and enjoy it. And I feel like I just need to switch to something where there's where I have a set. Okay, I've got to do this, and progress. So that's why I'm switching. Not switching to it, but I will be playing. You will see a lot of it this week. Like I said at the beginning, thank you to those people in the comments that were saying like they loved it and they wanted to see more. You know, that makes me happy, especially when there's something that I'm enjoying that people want to see more of. The numbers, I knew it wasn't going to get as many views. I don't really look at the views. I never really have. But I do look at them to see, okay, is people interested? Are people not interested? I don't want to give you guys content that, you know, that you literally could care less about because that's just pointless. Then there's no point uploading it. I can still play it, but not make a video on it. But when there's people like you guys in the video said that you want to see more, that definitely, you know, I'll make more. Also, there's a lot of videos coming out this year. You know, Cyberpunk, I cannot wait. I'm going to be playing that game. You better get yourselves ready for that because we're going to be streaming that game. We'll be making daily videos on that game. That is something I'm super excited for. I never intended for when I created a YouTube channel to be a one game channel. That was never my intention. And that isn't. Like, I've never stuck to one game. But what my main goal for this channel is, just to be on the same page, is I want it to be a multi-game channel. I want to do playthroughs and walkthroughs and guides of multiple games, not just one. That's always what I've wanted to do. But it is difficult when you build a community up on one thing and then switch, and then it's like, well, I'm not interested in this. And then you kind of have to build up again. But, you know, it is what it is. My favorite video game franchise of all time is GTA. When that game comes out, you bet I'll be on that too. But that's probably going to be a few more years, to be completely honest. But I know, like, how I'm talking right now makes it seem like I'm leaving Star Citizen. I'm not. I just want that to be very clear. I love this game. I'm still going to be doing videos in this game. You know, it's just not going to be daily. That's all. And it may go back to daily. You know, if it becomes to the point where, you know, I feel like it's stable enough for me to put in the time to record videos and not drive myself insane, I will definitely do that. But just as of right now, it's not. And I'm just being completely honest. It may be for some people, but it's just, you know, for me, like, I just can't do it. So I hope you guys understand. Anyway, that's about it for this video. I just wanted to talk to you about it, let you know my thoughts on the game, the reason I'm not personally making videos on it. Again, it's a very selfish way of looking at it because it is, for me, as on the content side of things, making videos, not necessarily just playing it in my spare time. But that's how I'm feeling. That's how I'm feeling. I want to be honest with you guys. So I hope you guys understand, and I'll see you guys around. Probably, well, I'll see you later today. We have a Grounded video going up, part 2 of Grounded. Tomorrow we'll probably have some Star Citizen, and I'm in Discord still. I'm in Discord every day, so I'll be in there if you guys want to chat. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I hope I hope that it came across the way I intended it. I'm not always good at making points. I'm not always good at making points. But I tried explaining it as much as I could, to the point where I probably rambled a little bit too. But I hope you guys understand. I love this game. I'll always be there with this game. I'm always going to play and make videos on this game. It's just going to be pulled back a little bit. And if anyone wants to, you know, feel free to leave comments. If you're like, this is why the 30Ks are there, this is when they'll be fixed. If you have the answers, tell me. Or if you want to chime in on why there's little bugs in the game when they keep bringing out new big things, you can let me know that too. I don't know. I'm sure it's way above my pay grade. It's way above my thinking. And yeah, I'm open. I would love to hear. I would love to hear it. I would love to hear it. I understand. Again, we're in alpha. It is what it is. I'm just saying, trying to make videos on it, it's difficult. That's all. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed the rest of it. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you a little bit later on with some Grounded, and tomorrow with some Star Citizen. Or maybe Grounded again tomorrow. I don't know yet. I'll let you guys know. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you later on today with a brand new video. Bye!